So second weekend of the beta, and they've already gave us some new patch notes. Obviously, we already knew we were getting High Rise, we were getting Arlov Military Base, that's for ground war. We're also getting Cutthroat, which I'm not necessarily a fan of, and S&D, which has been a tried and true mode for Call of Duty for a while. And I think there's a lot of single life enjoyers that will be enjoying the beta this weekend off of that. Weekend patch notes. This update will go live on Thursday, October 12th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, which should be around the time you're watching this video, well after the time you've watched the video for sure. Enemy operators will now display red nameplate above their head. So this is a little bit of a change. I don't know if they didn't really want to go the route that we had in the early play session, but it looks like they've gone out of their way to make it a little bit more visible. So you're not shooting your teammates because you just, you have to shoot it. The TTK is longer, but still you're at a disadvantage if you're shooting second. Weapons. They've gone and reduced attack stand spreads while sliding for several weapons. I think this was an underutilized tool during the first weekend of the beta. Not as many people really understand how broken in a good way the attack stance can be while sliding, as well as just swapping your gun from long range to short range because you have a long range zoom optic on it. I think that'll be particularly more useful in Warzone. But as of right now, they've essentially buffed all of them. So SMGs, rifles, LMGs, marksmen, pretty much across the board. When you have that attack stance spread while sliding, it won't spread quite as far. Most of them got about a 20 to 30% reduction, with marksman rifles and LMGs getting a little bit more than that. Striker, we know this was the best gun in the game. Even at long range, you're gunning pretty much anything except for maybe a sniper. We decreased the near medium damage from 39 down to 36. And then the medium damage range from 24 down to 19. They're like going in on the details here. And decrease medium damage range from 30 to 25, a 17% decrease. And then decrease far medium damage from 28 to 27. And decrease minimum damage, which is the furthest damage, from 23 down to 21. Increase headshot damage multiplier. So they actually increase the headshot from 1.2 to 1.3, which is kind of a little bit weird. And then increase lower arm damage multiplier from 1 to 1.1. So it received a nerf pretty much across the board, but then these buffs might actually make it a little bit, I don't know. Depends how we use it. I think it'll be a noticeable difference. We expect the striker to remain a competitive option thanks to its fire rate and excellent accuracy. However, these changes reduce its damage output at long distances, preventing it from outperforming assault rifles, which I mentioned. And then adjusted damage multipliers intend to increase the consistency of the weapon. The Guardian decreased health, so it did have a little bit tanky health, and then decreased the lifetime from 2 minutes down to 1. Vehicles driven by a player no longer have limited fuel. Disabled overhead spawn camera sequence upon there. That's a nice one for Hardpoint. Estate added collision near various areas of the waterfall to prevent players from accessing unintended locations. Favela, players will no longer be killed immediately after respawning near the yellow card on Side Street. And then Popov Power added collision for near reactor beta to prevent players from accessing an unintended location. So they're going to keep investigating reports of poor spawn selection quality and making adjustments for launch. In the meantime, please assure to clip unfavorable spawns and share them with us. Operators, movement animation will now properly in the moments following a respawn. Okay, cool. Added missing icon for incursion barrel, and then players will now properly notify of playlist updates while idling in the menu. Stability, address a crash that occurred when matchmaking in ground war. That was a very common one. Addressed multiple crashes that occurred while launching the game. Resolved an issue that caused an error message stating a required network service failed upon attempting to join another player's party. And then issues and feedback for the latest updates. All right, cool. So that's good. They addressed that they're going to fix that the delay after slide to sprint. And that's regardless if you do a full slide or you do a slide cancel. So that's going to be nice if whenever that gets fixed, we'll have to wait on that patch notes. It won't be live immediately. So we'll see kind of how that part goes once they've said, hey, we've implemented this change and we've updated some other stuff. But we'll see how it goes. Appreciate y'all supporting the content. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.